everyone! So I just filmed this back to school all drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I spent a lot of time planning it out and like trying to make sure I got the perfect products. I'm using all drugstore products and all drugstore brushes except for I believe my eyebrow powder, which is a MAC eyeshadow, but I know that the NYX brow cake is good, and you can pretty much use any matte shadow that fits your eyebrow color, so it's not really a big deal. I'm not saying this specific product is necessary. I just could not find anything that could even compare to this at the drugstore except for the NYX eyebrow cake powder, which I just ran out of, so that was kind of sad. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I used the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, the neutral colors over here, to get kind of more of a little bit of a dramatic eye, like a dramatic school appropriate eye with like just some light makeup everywhere else. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial and I will see you guys at the end. Bye.
Hey everyone! So first you're going to want to put on some lip balm. I'm just using the Jersey Shore Suns Mongongo that I got in an Ipsy bag, but any lip balm will do. I just like applying that beforehand. Then you're going to want to take a primer. I'm using the Baby Skin one from Maybelline. Just want to smooth that over your face. Then you're going to want to take a foundation. I'm using the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous in the shade 1110. I used a little bit too much, but I got over it. And I'm just using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush for this. You can use your fingers with this foundation, but I just like the brush finish. So next you're going to want to be taking a corrector. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind. You don't have to use a corrector. This is a little bit of an unnecessary step. But going back to school, you know, you got those really dark under eye circles, and this just erases them like magic. So I definitely recommend picking this up or any corrector that you have. Kimmo, stop. And sorry if you guys can see my Naked 2 palette. I'm kind of using that as a little mirror throughout this tutorial. So I don't really see that I need a concealer going on here, but if you do, you can use the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This one's great. I do have it in a little bit too dark of a shade for me, but I am just going to demonstrate by covering up a few little darker pigmentations on my face. Hey, Emma. Hi, Emma. Hey. Next, I'm just going to be using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade 004 Sandstorm. You can use the transparent color or any other color that matches your skin, but this powder is just phenomenal. And now I'm just using the Real Techniques flat crease brush. This one's really great for going underneath your eyes, actually. So I'm just going to be using that to set my concealer underneath my eyes. Well, my corrector. Next, I'm going to be taking the same powder with an EcoTools Jumbo Fluff brush. This is just a big old powder brush. Anyone will do. And I'm just swirling that into the powder, kind of tapping off the excess, and then just swirling it all over my face to give me a really matte and set look. You definitely want to set your foundation and concealer really good so that it'll last all day at school. You do not want your face melting off, girl. So I definitely recommend really setting and making sure that every part of your face is set. So next I'm just using an eyebrow comb to comb out my eyebrows. I know that EcoTools makes a great one, Real Techniques makes a good one, any eyebrow comb will do. Next I'm just using the Real Techniques angled liner brush and a bit of I'm using MAC's eyeshadow in Omega, but you really can use any matte shadow or eyebrow product. This is just to fill in my eyebrows. So you just want to load a little bit of that up on your brush, and then just comb it through your eyebrows. It's a pretty simple step, but it really makes a big difference. It really frames your eyes well, and that's kind of what's the best part about it. Okay, now once that's done, I'm going to take a little bit of eyebrow gel. This is just from Essence Lash and Brow Gel, but you can use any clear mascara, but I just really like this one. It's about $3 at the drugstore. You really can't go wrong with it. Next, I'm going to be taking the NYX eyeshadow base. This is a great drugstore eye primer, and this is in the color white. You can get white pearl, which is just white but shimmery, and you can also get skin tone, which is nice. Any of the three will work. I just really like the white because I feel like it really enhances the colors that I'm using. And you just want to take some of that on your finger and just blend it out all over your eyelid like you would any other base. And just really make sure you're blending that all the way up to the eyebrow. You want to just make sure that your whole eye area is covered with this stuff. And I'm just reaching in for more for the second eye. So next we're going to want to grab our Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. This is one of the 8 shades collections. I am obsessed with this. Picked it up for about $4 from the drugstore. It's amazing. And I'm going to want to take my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I find that this one's just great. I've had it for years. Well, I haven't had this specific one for years, but I've had one of this set for years. So I'm just going to be taking the neutral toned eyeshadow shade from this collection. It's kind of like a gold tone champagne-y color, more on the warm tone side, so like a champagne-y gold. I'm just going to pack that all over my eyelid. So then I'm going to take my Real Techniques crease buffer brush, and I'm going to take the crease color, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's kind of a bronzy, like medium golden bronze kind of color for the crease shade, and I'm just going to buff that right into the crease because it's the crease buffer brush. Don't worry about getting anything too precise at this step. We're going to go back in and blend later, so just try and get the color on there where you need it, and then you can blend out later. So next we're going to take the Real Techniques Eye Smudger brush, which is just a little flat little thing, just a tiny brush. And we're going to take the Definer shade, which is a red toned chocolate brown. It's gorgeous with some shimmer. And we're just going to do this in the outer V. Once again, don't worry about getting this too blended. Just slap it on there wherever it needs to go and you'll blend it out later. And I'm going out of focus. Awesome. So once everything's put on there, I'm going back with my flat crease brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out. Now you're really going to want to make sure that you take your time with blending. Blending's a very big deal. It can completely change your eye look. So you're going to want to go back in with your e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just grab some of the brow bone color. This is a very matte ivory color, comparable to Brulee from MAC or Brulee from Wet n Wild Single. And you're just going to want to pop this right underneath the eyebrow, just to highlight and kind of blend out that crease color a little bit. Then you're going to want to take the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk. This is great. It's just a chubby white eyeliner. It's awesome. You're going to want to pop that on the inner corners. And once you look ridiculous, you can go in and just take your finger and blend it out. These blend out very, very easily, so it shouldn't take much work. And it just makes your eyes look all awake and ish. So next I'm just taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon Pencil in the color Taupe, which is just a medium cool tone brown. Lining the eyes with this for a little bit of definition, not too much. It kind of matches the eyeshadow color, but just a little bit darker, if you can see that. It's really to just define the lash line. And the whole point of this eyeliner is not to be super bold against the eye look. It is just for the eyelashes. It's not supposed to stand out against the eye look. It's kind of to just blend into it. Now I'm taking the NYX Wonder Pencil in Light, and I'm just going to be lining my inner rim with this. This is just going to make the eyes look a lot brighter, a lot whiter. You can use a white for this step if you're as fair as I am, but I thought I'd use the NYX Wonder Pencil because it's more versatile for more skin tones. Because it comes in 3 different shades, light, medium, and dark, so you can really customize it to your skin tone color, and you don't really have to worry about it as much. Next, you're just going to take your eyelash curler and just curl your eyelashes, girl. This is just a step that everyone kind of has their own technique to. So just curl your lashes however you curl your lashes. It's not really a high def thing or a big deal thing. So next I'm just going to be taking my favorite mascara at the moment, and this is the Falsies Volume Express from Maybelline. This is just a great mascara. It's a little curved. It's awesome. And you're just going to want to put on a couple of coats of that. Nothing too dramatic because this is a school look. You're not going out or nothing. But you're going to want to put on a few coats because this is the most dramatic focal piece of the face is the eye. So you can afford to go a little bit more dramatic with the lashes. And then I'm just kind of doing this trick that I have when you close your eyes with the mascara laid on your lower lash line. It kind of gives you the perfect amount of mascara on the lower lash line. So that's kind of my tip, is to just kind of lightly press it and then blink your eye and you'll get the perfect amount. Next, I'm just using some bronzer. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder in Sunny. And I'm using my EcoTools blush brush. I just find that this gives me a very fluffy, easy, blended out bronze without getting too dramatic. So I'm just gonna do the 3E, where you go top of the forehead to the contour, so the below your cheekbones, and then the bottom of the jaw. This gives you a lightly defined look without getting too dramatic, and you also look a little bit sun-kissed all in one. It's perfect. Whoever invented the 3E should definitely get an award somewhere. Next, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in 05 Luminoso. This is just a pretty light coral color. And I'm using the same brush just to swirl that around in and pop that to the apples of my cheeks. So next I'm just going to be taking the Maybelline single eyeshadow in Champagne Fizz. I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush again and just using this as a highlight. I've talked about this before, how I found this on an old All That Glitters video, and I've been obsessed with doing this, using this for a face highlight. It is perfect. And lastly, you're just going to want to take the Revlon lip butter in Strawberry Shortcake. This is just a very pretty light pink color for the lips. It's just gorgeous. So you're just going to want to slip some of that on just to add a little bit of color. And that's it for my back to school all drugstore makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I really did. I think it turned out very, very well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!